Okay. We are back. Bang. There we go. Yeah, fun game today. Really exciting game today for a few reasons. Um, Mainly because we are. Oh my goodness, they've just got Roberto Di Matteo on the live stream. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, no, mainly because there are some new faces joining the camp. Well, some new and some old faces joining the camp, let's say, which is exciting to see. And some of them are in the starting 11s, which I will get to at some point in a minute here. But also, yeah, we're playing a very good team. We're playing in a very lovely place in Hong Kong. I believe we're in the Jaitak arena or something like that, which is looks like a good pitch from what I've seen so far. I haven't seen like a full glimpse of the whole pitch. It could be a little bit poorer than we're normally used to, but I think it will be better than what we have been playing on in preseason so far. That being said, yeah, we're playing a very good team in Juve today, so will be a good test for some of the new players coming in. A good test for some of the new signings as well, which we will get to see a couple of those. Big test for some of the young players as well, which is interesting. I noticed that we've said that we have sent the majority of our youth players back home, is what we had kind of been reported, but it does seem like, according to the benches that they put out there are still a few of the youth players there. Obviously, there is a couple of youth players that are probably going to feature today, one of which is in the starting 11, and we'll get to that in a sec. Before I do, let's not forget that this is our matchup today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Well, bam, I didn't forget about it this time. Brilliant. I will also say that I am going to be having on the screen in a second, once we move into the next scene, I will be having my FPL mini league code on the screen at all times, so if you want to join that you can. I recommend also joining the Discord, which is linked in the description below, because that's where I kind of do my weekly updates for that. I'm going to try and stay on top of it quite much better than I did last season, because I'm actually going to try this year, because I didn't try last year. I'm going to actually try in the FPL this year. Let us look at the two lineups first of all. Where am I going? We need this. This is the Chelsea lineup first. You can't see the subs, I'll read them out for you, but the starting 11 is as follows. Robert Sanchez is in the goal. Kind of annoyed. I really wish that Mike Penders was starting. He is one of the first names on the team sheet in terms of the bench, but he's not starting. Palestra is in at right back. We are playing the same formation we have been playing, a 4-2-3-1 it seems. Fofana and Tosin are the two centre-backs here, mainly because Colwill has a small problem. It seems like a precautionary thing that he's been taken out of the lineup. Another one of those is Cole Palmer. He's also having a precautionary issue, so he's not been featured in the squad at all either. Which is kind of a shame, considering some of the other attacking talents that we have on the pitch now. It would be nice to see those get to gel with Palmer. On the left-hand side, it will be Hato. Obviously, we know Tosin is what have you. We won't talk about that. First of all, the captain today, first of all in the engine room, the captain today is Moises Caicedo, who is returning for the first time. This will be the first time he has played for us in this preseason. It will be the first time he has played a 45 minutes, I imagine. I don't think he might get more than that, considering how good of an engine he's got, but I would imagine it being his first game, he'll only get about 45. Next to him in the pivot, though, is one of the men that I've been really impressed with so far this preseason. Is one of our youngsters, Madi Nicole Jazuli, who has been playing in that midfield pretty much every game and has not looked out of place at all. He starts again today, and surprisingly, the two Reggies, who I assumed would probably also be, the next kind of big things in terms of our youth products, are both on the bench. Walsh and Watson are both on the bench. The more exciting thing is when it comes to the attackers, though, because we've got an interesting setup here in the fact that, and again, this is not fully confirmed because it could be a bit different on the pitch. Maybe we play with two strikers up top, but it looks like a 4-2-3-1, which will have Pedro in the 10, Giovanni Kenda on the right-hand side, I'd imagine, Gittins on the left, and Danny Welbeck, new signing big boy Welbs, is up top, which is really exciting to see, especially Kenda. I really want to see Kenda get an extended kind of stint in this game. Excuse me, and hopefully he can tear it up on the right hand side. I imagine he is playing on the right. He obviously can play on the left too, but I imagine he is playing on the right. And then we know how good Welbeck is. He's an absolute Premier League vet. He's gonna pop up in the box with goals. If he can do that today, that would be good. Would just be nice to see his overall play as well, because he's a bit of a different striker to Joao Pedro. He's a bit of a different striker to Jackson, who is also on the bench, another one of the ones returning from the World Cup and able to be picked today. He's on the bench, obviously. The more exciting thing, honestly, for me, the most exciting thing it is the man who is on the bench. I will go through the bench and I'll point him out. But the bench is as follows. We have Penders, as we spoke about before, Sharman Lowe and Kurd as the two other goalkeepers alongside Slanina, who's probably never going to get a game, let's be honest. Defensively, we have Saar, we have Subaloy, who's back in, again, another one of our youth players. Anselmino's on the bench, Achampong's on the bench. We have Calvin Diakite is also on the bench, another one of the young defenders. For the midfield, we've got Sugo and Lavia alongside the two Reggies, as I spoke about before. And then in the attacking areas, we've got Kellyman, Satpayev, Kavuma McQueen, Esteval, Neto, Jackson, Delap, and more importantly, and the man that I'm going to be earmarking today, Misha Mudryk, who is back from his suspension, which is really, really exciting. I'm surprised that Xabi Alonso said in his presser, he said that he thinks that Mudryk will get minutes in this game, which I'm very shocked by. I did not think he would be up to speed. We know how hard he has been working during his suspension, but I didn't think he'd be as up to speed as any of the other players. But supposedly he seems to be, and if he gets off the bench today, that'll be very, very fun to see him get some game time. As for the Juve lineup, pretty simple for them. I think that they're playing a very typical 3-4-3, or more so a kind of a 3-4-2-1. It seems like this could be a back four, but I don't believe it will be. I think it will be a back three of Kalulu, Gatti, and Lloyd Kelly, obviously ex-Newcastle player, ex-Bournemouth player as well, so we know all about him. Goalkeeper is obviously Michele Di Gregorio. They've got Celik and Cambiasso as the two wing backs, I would imagine, if they are playing a three at the back. Locatelli and Douglas Luiz rather in the two in the pivot, and then Boga and Moretti as the two kind of inside tens with Milik up top. They don't have their bench here, so I don't know who they've got on the bench, but hopefully we won't have to dwell on that too much, and we can just put in a good performance regardless of who's on the pitch for them. I need to get rid of that I have. Right, we can move into this now. Kickoff is in about 7 minutes. Let me get this up. Boom. Right, so I will say we've got bingo card to go through here. There's a few things that are that are new here. We've got man like Welbs. This is just for this. Welbeck gets a goal contribution. We have transfer confirmed during stream. Now, we're very close to signing a couple of players / selling a couple of players. So if any of these get confirmed during this live stream, that'll get ticked off. The main ones to look out for are the Chalobah deal, he's obviously going to Como, Badiashile, who might be going to Napoli, I believe, and then Pep Chavarria coming to us, who is very, very close to signing, so assumingly. I've got Sitter Mist, that's a new one. We've got correct prediction, I've gone for 2-1 Chelsea today. I always choose us to win, but, it'll be 2-1, regardless of whether we lose or win. The prediction is 2-1. We have Joao Pedro, man of the match, or player of the match. He's not actually in the starting 11. He's not actually in the, his regular starting position today, so he is a bit more involved in the middle, so hopefully he can get that. I've got Palestra Magic. This is just for if Palestra, how good he is on the ball. This is just if he has one of those dribbling moments, that's going to be there. We've got Misha for a Mudryk app. We have a Penders Worldie, because I thought he was going to start today, and he doesn't, but if he does come off the bench, hopefully we can get a Worldie from him. We have a Brace, we got over 3 yellows, this won't happen. We've got a new addition, goal / assist. This is just for any player that is new to the new into the fold of the crop of preseason players, so like your Caicedos, like Jackson, like Mudryk, like Welbeck. Any of those gets a goal or assist, that gets ticked off. So we get 2 if Welbeck gets 1. We've got Chelsea win. We've got Marty once again. We can actually tick this off immediately because he is in the starting 11. That's just for if Nicole Jazuli got an appearance and he's already there. Got Weldy. We've got Pens because this game will go to Pens immediately if it's a draw by the 90 minutes. There's no extra time or anything. It goes straight to Pens. And then we've got Alonso Ball in full flow for those sweet attacking moves as ever. Oh, man. If I still had the mono rap gods on comms, that would be ticked off there. After all that, but yeah, we've got kickoff in 5 minutes. I will say again, I've got the Fantasy Premier League code up, so if you want to join the FPL, you can. I will also say that I'm gonna have to plug some other stuff here. Obviously, the stream is sponsored by Tribuna.com or the Football Extra app. You can get that in the description below. The links are there. Some of you might actually be listening on Tribuna because they are obviously providing audio commentary for the game from this stream, so that's nice. And the other people that I need to shout out is Gogo Shop, my shirt sponsor, who now do officially have both the player versions of the Chelsea home kit and the Chelsea away kit on there now. So again, link is down in the description. If you use the code MONO, you get 15% off at checkout. And I ordered my shirts today, so I shall be getting them soon, hopefully. I also got some. You can get retro shirts and stuff like that. It's not just Chelsea shirts. Obviously, you can get loads of football shirts and even F1 shirts they do as well. So, I got my McLaren shirts a couple of years ago, or last year, I believe. The players are now walking out, so we'll have to unmute the stream. I think Stamford is on the sideline. I just saw there. The pitch doesn't look too poor at the moment. Haven't had an aerial view, but it doesn't look that bad. We are against much better opposition than we have been so far. But I will say, Juve had a bit of a disappointing season last season. They didn't finish as high as they probably would have liked. I think they came 6th, I want to say, in Serie A. How amazing is that? Mikhailo Mudryk is on the bench for us. So we will get to see if this is a 3 at the back or not once the game actually gets underway. I think it probably will be, but it could. Celik can play as a wing back or a right back, so he could, and Kelly as well can play as a left back or a centre back, so it could be a back 4. Depends on what the manager decides to do. I think ours is nailed on to be a 4-2-3-1, but theirs is a little bit more debatable. So 2 captains today are Caicedo, who's been a vice captain for us many times in the past, and Locatelli on the opposition side too. In the midfield, there in the centre circle for the little flag swaps and what have you. Let's see who gets kickoff. Oh, now looking at the pitch, it does look a bit dry. I will say the pitch does look a bit dry. I will say as well, this game I believe will have a hydration break at some point, because I think it is rather warm over there in Hong Kong. I'm pretty sure I saw that. But again, if this is a draw at 90 minutes, it goes straight to penalties. So that's that to look out for. So not 15,000 halves. Already, I can see Welbeck on the pitch commanding his players around, which is good to see from one of the seniors now. And Giovanni Kenda as well, number 47 today. Another one to look forward to. As I said, this is a really exciting game, honestly. Hopefully we get to see some more of the tactical influence from Xabi Alonso too. We haven't really been able to see too much of that so far because we've kind of been working on fitness and, bringing some certain players back from the World Cup and things like that. So hopefully we get to see a little bit more of a test today before we face Milan in the next game. There's 2 veterans at striker today, with not only Welbeck but Milik too. Will be Juve kicking off from right to left when it does happen eventually. I think the pitch doesn't look too bad. I think it was as bad as the other pitches we've been playing on. Did see from some of the training footage that we saw earlier in the week that there was quite a lot of bobbling happening though, so there's a countdown for kickoff. Kickoff is underway. Straight away the ball's going to go up to Celik. Here is Jeremy Boga, obviously former Chelsea player in his own right. Now Lloyd Kelly. He's going to send it long. Going to fall straight to the feet of Marco Palestra. Gets around the corner for Fofana, who's going to clear. Seeking out Joao Pedro, who was fouled. Like Gatti at the centre-back position. It does look like a back four for Juve so far. Free kick taken quickly by Caicedo. Here's Fofana. Tosin to Hato, who's on the left for us today. Juve trying to put the pressure on. Chelsea obviously going to try and play out from the pressure as we often do. Here's Palestra again. He's been fouled. Jeremy Boga, that is. Interesting to see that the names on the back of the shirts for Juve, because we don't have names on the back of our shirts, but the names on the back of the shirts are in Chinese. Obviously, Hong Kong are a nation that speak both Chinese and English as their native languages, so kind of surprised at that. Well, bit of a heavy collision in the middle, but Juve are going to get it back. Here's Kelly. Yeah, so it does look like it's Kalulu on the right-hand side as a right-back here, rather than as in the back three. Here he is right now. Long ball from him, seeking out Milik, who's offside. Will be Tosin to take the free kick. He's going to go long to the left-hand side. It's not going to reach the man he was aiming for. Here's Palestra. João Pedro. He's tackled. Now Caicedo snapping in, and Fofana will smash the ball long. It's going to be a chase on here for João Pedro and or Gittins. Neither of them get it. The ball gone to Hotto, now Gittins, and all the way back to Tosin. Here's Giovanni Kenda up top in the right hand side. Gets his first touch for Chelsea, good to see. Here's Fofana. Around the corner for Kenda again. He's going to get on his bike and go forward. Marco Palestra on the underlap. Oh, Quenda had gone forward, but no one acknowledging his run, really. Long ball was cut out very well by Fofana. We're going to go up the other end now. Here's Gittins on the left-hand side. Welbeck was run into the box. Harto. Shrugs off two men. Good work, but he's going to lose it out here to Kalulu. Now Milik. He's going to play it back to Lloyd Kelly and just recycle the ball. Good pressing from Kenda again to win the ball. It's Tosin. Now Caicedo. Welbeck's dropped deep to pick up the ball and he's going to play it back. It's Nicole Jazuli. Now Jamie Gittins trying to take on his man. Nicole Jazuli around the corner for Fofana. He's got Palestra outside of him. Does use him now. Back to Fofana. Similar to what we saw from the Spurs game, the Juve defence deciding to play quite deep and allow us to try and break them down. Welbeck with a poor pass, and it's going to fall here for the right-hand side. I believe it's Moretti. He's going to take a strike, and Tosin will block, and then clear. Ball's gone forward again, but Harto will sweep this up, and here's Sanchez for his first touch. He's going to knock it long. It's going to come straight back at us, though. It's Moretti again. It might have actually been Cambiasso who took the shot in the end. Ooh. So, bit of a wind up of a shot from Locatelli there. Bit of a swinger on his left peg. Will be a Chelsea goal kick taken long by Sanchez. Good touch from João Pedro to Welbeck. Then João Pedro was fouled off the ball there. He's going to be dragged back. It was Locatelli again committing the offence. I'm not too sure he was actually fouled by the player then. I think he was fouled by the pitch. His studs got stuck in the floor, it looked like. It's Harto. Now Fofana. He's going to go up wide right to Palestra. Caicedo now. And now we've settled into our shape. We are now playing that kind of 3 at the back system, even though we are playing a 4 at the back. Good ball out wide to Quenda. He's going to play it on for Palestra. Cuts one way, cuts the other. He's going to try and get his way past Bogger, but not able to. He's going to get it back to Kenda instead. Caicedo. Now Harto. Good morning. Well, good afternoon for where I am. It's a nice time for the football, honestly, for us. I believe it was a 7:30 p.m. kickoff in Hong Kong, but over here it was a 12:30 kickoff, which was really nice. Will be a goal kick for Juve. Chelsea going to try and press high here as Gatti tries to get away. João Pedro tracked him all the way and fouled him. Will be a free kick. I think that is a wild misinterpretation of how good Palestra is. I'm just going to say that. His technical ability is one of his best assets. He is basically a winger in a defender's body, which is the wildest thing. Good afternoon from France. It's been so long since I've done French. I know what it is in Spanish. I could say good afternoon in Spanish. I can't for the life of me remember what it is in French. Which is funny because I'm actually, very smidgen part of me is French, so I should probably know. It's been too long. I'm more Spanish brains now. It's the the perks of having a partner that's Latino. It's a handball in the middle there by Milik. It's going to give Chelsea a free kick. Bonjour will do. Salut. Oh yeah, blatant handball from Milik there. It's going to be a throw for Chelsea on the left-hand side, taken by Harto. It's going to go back to Tosin though. I did foresee this being quite a low scoreline. Obviously, I predicted 2-1, but this is looking absolutely pedestrian so far. Here's Nicole Jazuli. Little back flick from Caicedo. Good ball through the lines from Tosin. Gets it up to Welbeck. Lovely little triangles in there between Welbeck, Jazuli and Caicedo. Here's Gittins now. Cuts inside. Tries to take a shot, but it's deflected away. Nicole Jazuli will then commit the offence on the edge of the box on Locatelli. Free kick to Juve. Ball's going to go back to Di Gregorio. Ball forward is headed away by Tosin. It's Harto. Lovely little ball for Caicedo. He's going to get it out to Palestra. Caicedo to Tosin again. Now for Fofana. Yeah, the commentators have just said, just kind of echoed my thoughts there by saying it's very pre-season so far. I mean, Bournemouth just scored 10 goals in a pre-season game against an Italian team, so I'd like to see something similar, Chelsea. Fofana up to Palestra. Good hold-up play. He's going to get it to Joao Pedro. Tries to flick it on, but he's fouled. The referee hasn't called it, though, as Chelsea still have possession. Nicole Drazuli out wide to Palestra again. He's going to cut inside on his left foot. Gets it to Caicedo. Now Kenda. He's going to try and take on his man. And whip in a ball to the back post. It's a beauty of a pass. Oh my goodness. And Welbeck with his first attempt on goal wide of the mark. I think Joao Pedro might have gotten in his way. It's a really, really good... really good cross in from Quenda on his left foot. Do you think we need any additions to the midfield? Yeah, I would, honestly. I feel like if we get some sales going, because sales are more important at this stage, I would say, I would definitely like to see another defensive midfielder come into our team. I feel like we are a little bit fragile in that area, especially if Enzo stays, because he'll start pretty much every game, and he's not, defensively he's not the strongest. Good win in the middle by Palestra. Here's Welbeck. Kenda again. He's going to whip one to the far post, and it's deflected. It should be a corner. I don't think the referee's given a... I think he's given a goal kick here. I swear this deflects. No? Yeah, clearly. Well, goal kick given. Taken short. Di Gregorio's going to get it up the pitch, but Nicole Drazouli's in the middle. Shoved off the ball by Boga. Now Douglas Luiz. Good pass to Moretti. And back to Gatti. Still upset we let Santos go? Yeah, same. He wouldn't have been the midfielder I got rid of, let's say. I would have, but then again, we're in an unfortunate situation where Santos was the player that was, at the same time, the most expendable and the most purchasable, because the only other player we really want to sell in the midfield is Enzo, but he's too expensive. Good ball forward from Palestra to Danny Welbeck, who's thrown off the ball and given a free kick. Welbeck's been very good so far. It's really funny because it has. The chat has auto-translated your "how are you," your Camavinga rather, to "how are you." I don't know why it's done that. Camavinga, yeah, I like Camavinga, Tchouaméni. Those types are people I would look for. Obviously, we're really in for Alex Scott. I think is the one that we're actually kind of earmarked to get, which it's neither here nor there. I mean, he's a good player. I'm not sure if he's exactly what we need, but I wouldn't say no. The free kick is taken short. It's going to go to Caicedo. Muddy Nicole Drazuli out to Harto. He's going to whip the ball into the box. It's an effort for Danny Welbeck, but he's going to get beaten to the ball. Oh, and the stream has restarted for some reason. Yeah. Well, that's what I said when I meant that he was quite expendable, is the fact that he wasn't going to get into the starting 11 every week, so... with a player of his talent, I don't blame him wanting to move, but it is kind of annoying seeing him going to a Premier League rival. I would have preferred to see him go to Serie A or something. Palestra in behind for Kenda here. Plays it to Caicedo. Across the box to Harto. Good ball around the corner from Kenda to Danny Welbeck, and he got the return pass too, but he couldn't collect the ball. Lloyd Kelly will smack it away. Intercepted by Caicedo and forward by Fofana. Caicedo again. He's bumped off the ball, and the referee will give a free kick. What place do you think we finish next season? I feel like the team's really, really high highs and really, really low lows. I don't think that a man of Xabi Alonso's quality will allow us to finish any lower than third. Is Cole hurt? He has a... I don't think he's particularly hurt. I think he's felt something. He's been left out for a precautionary reason. Palestra again. Oh. Gets past Boga, but he can't get his cross into the box. He's going to win the ball again here. And the throw's been given the opposite way. Yeah, so him and Cole and Colwill are both precautionary absences today. I said to play like Kante today. Yeah, I mean, he often does that, to be fair. I've always said this, like, Kante's an absolute world-class player, Chelsea legend, but, like, I genuinely believe that, like, Caicedo has the potential to be a better player than him. Just because he's a slightly better passer. He just needs to apply himself a bit more, I would say. Obviously, he's still young. Still really young. It's really funny because he's seen as one of the senior players in the team. He's only like, what, 24, 25, something like that? Here he is on the ball. He's going to show off that good passing with a brilliant ball out to Palestra on the right-hand side. Takes it down well. He's 2v1 here. He needs to get it some support. He gets it back to Caicedo. Here's Nicole Jazuli, but he was rushed into a pass and he's overhit it for a goal kick. He could play 10 more years, honestly. And considering his comments, him saying he wants to finish his career as a Chelsea legend, I think he probably will do. That's another thing. Not having Europe and our main two attacking players not being in the World Cup, I think it's, and like being fully rested for the season, I think it's really, really valuable for us. Especially with this new young crop of like youth players we're getting that can rotate in for cup games. I really think that we're going to be quite rested. Here's Jamie Gittins on the left-hand side. Oh, he's fouled there, referee. I don't think the ref saw it. And then Nicole Jazuli will come across with the tackle to prevent the counter-attack. So he just crossed the 18th minute. Will be Kalulu on the right side to take the throw in. Again, I would say our place in the league. Oh, here's Danny Welbeck who's broken through here. Gets it to Jamie Gittins. He's fouled again on the edge of the box. The referee's not giving it a second time. And the boos are raining out from the crowd now because that's the second time he's been thrown to the floor with no repercussions. Good high gegenpress from Chelsea again. Danny Welbeck in there. I will say Danny Welbeck has really impressed me so far. He's been right about it, putting his body about, getting close to the ball and holding it up, being able to link up well. Lloyd Kelly with a big diagonal switch to the right hand side. With Cambiasso on the other side. He's going to cut inside and play it into the middle, and it's a good break. Oh, it's a good touch. I think it was Moretti who got the final touch. Sent Sanchez sprawling, but it was wide. Spalletti with his Napoli tattoo. That's so funny. I think the same thing happened with Dybala, isn't it? Dybala has a Juve tattoo, and then he moved to Roma, and it was a bit awkward. It was like, oh. Yeah, well, that's another thing. Yeah, having Hendo. I think, honestly, that's one of the bigger differences that we're going to have this season that we didn't have last season, is we have mature heads in the camp that can, because this is the thing that we had so many times last season where we'd concede or something bad would happen in the game, like you would have like a penalty not given by the referees, and our heads would completely drop and our team would just completely capitulate and we'd lose games off the back of it. Because I don't think we'll do that as much this season, because I think that the leaders on the sidelines or in the starting 11, depending on like who's playing at the time, will keep the other players in check. Here's Kender on the right hand side. He's 1v1 with his man. He's got Palestra as the overlap, and he does use him. Play it in. Cross the box. It's a good intervention from Lloyd Kelly to stop the tap in for Joao Pedro. I feel like Palestra needed to put that in a little bit earlier, if I'm being honest. He had so much time. Needs Silva in the coaching staff, absolutely. I'd love to see him come back, honestly. Especially considering one of his sons is in our youth team. Iago, I believe. Iago Silva is in our youth team. Yeah, I think that's another reason. I feel like there was... I think after the Sanchez situation where Rosinia dropped him after the Arsenal game, and then like for the PSG tie we had that massive capitulation in the PSG tie. I genuinely think after that happened, the players just checked out of the season. Oh, Kenda with a lovely little bit of feet with the ball at his feet, and he's got tackled, and it will be a throw-in, I believe, not a foul given. I'm really impressed with Kenda so far. And Palestra on the right side. And Welbeck. There's a kind of little triangle between those three has been very, very good. Left-hand side hasn't worked out as well for us. Here's Tosin. Just looking for a pass through the middle, but none available. Fofana will go long for Palestra. Oh, I feel like if he followed that ball in a little bit more, he would have got that. Here's Gatti. Now Kalulu. Cambiasso. Feels weird saying Cambiasso. I know it's a, common-ish name, let's say, but like I only think of Cambiasso that used to play for Inter when I say that name. Argentinian. Oh, it's a brilliant work from Jeremy Boga to drive through the middle. But his pass is intercepted by Fofana. Chance for him to get the ball up to Joao Pedro, but his pass is a little bit overcooked. He'll go out for a throw on the left-hand side. And now I believe it will be the first hydration break. Ted Lasso type of story we need. You know what's really funny is that I'm genuinely thinking about this, because I usually have my, you can't see it, but I usually have my calendar behind me. But I've taken that down for now, because I want to put it somewhere else in my room. I'm genuinely tempted to get like a poster of the Believe thing from Ted Lasso and put it behind me. That's genuinely one of the things I was thinking about doing. Why does Callum McFarlane never have a smile on his face? I think he's just like me, innit? Like, I've got the same thing. He just has a bit of resting bitch face. Which is how he looks. I don't think he particularly shows his emotion that much. Mudryk needs the season of his life this season. I've seen a lot of what do you think of the statement? I mean, Mudryk for me is going to be an interesting one. It really depends on whether it's kind of, again, I feel like the question mark we have at the moment is that because we don't have Rodgers, I feel like Mudryk will play games, but as soon as Rodgers comes into the starting 11, I think that he's gonna obviously take that place, and I think it'll be between Mudryk and Gittins to see who gets into the team. I don't know. I don't particularly see Mudryk getting a loan move though. Is the thing, because like obviously he was initially intended on going to Strasbourg, but I think we've taken up our places for that now. With Genesis Antwi's gone there. Who else has gone there? Jurgensen is probably going there. I don't think we're able to do more than that. I'm not sure. He just looks depressed. I mean, after the season he's just had at Chelsea, I wouldn't blame him. I was depressed too. I think there was a little bit of an injury concern for Fofana here, by the way. He was sitting on the floor, getting his ankle looked at by the medical staff. I think he should be okay, though. Just some more tactical talk going there. Yeah, there's a limit. We are limited to not only there's a certain amount of loans you can do to sister clubs. There's a limit to how many loans you can have in Europe, and then there's also a limit to how many players you can be loaned out that are youth players, I believe. I know it's 3, but I'm pretty sure there's 3 that we want to get rid of. We obviously already gotten rid of Genesis Antwi. We're planning on getting Jurgensen over there. I think there's another. I can't remember who the other one is. There's another one but that's ahead of Mudryk. I feel like because of I don't know. I feel like Mudryk will just stay with the team. I feel like it will be a bit wild for him to be sent out on loan or sold, considering he's been away for was it 18 months, 16 months, somewhere around there. Game is back underway now though. After the hydration break is Lloyd Kelly. Oh, it's a good ball over the top from Lloyd Kelly, but Boga's not going to reach that before Sanchez. The other one that takes off spot is Derry at Sporting, yeah. That's a good move for him as well, by the way. Tosin with a nice ball up to Welbeck. Or rather, Joao Pedro flicked it onto Welbeck. Here's Nicole Jazuli. Now Hato. Gets it to Gittins. He's got Kalulu at his back. Will be a Chelsea throw. I think there's quite clearly been a talking to by the manager to say to Juve, hey, step up and actually play the game, because they've been sitting back the whole game and kind of allowing us to play our football. Ball forward from Tosin is not the greatest, and Hato will get it away. It's really funny because I'm more excited about some of the players that are on the bench, if I'm being honest. I just really want to see Misha. Honestly, if I get to see Misha play football today, I'm happy. That's the main thing. It's Di Gregorio. High press from Chelsea. And they play their way out of it, or at least they're attempting to. Here's Kalulu. It's smacked long by Gatti. Sanchez will pick this up. What's happening with Enzo? I don't know, but I did see there was supposedly going to be some more talks with Pastore, who's his agent. Honestly, the thing is, I think if I'm being honest, I think he's going to be staying. I don't think there's any team that's going to pay what we're asking for him, is the problem. The only one that was kind of interested was Atletico. Here's Kender on the right side. Tries to play the little Trivela pass to Welbeck, but it's not going to get past his man. Here's Kender again. Now Caicedo. He's going to play the ball in behind for Joao Pedro. It's cleared away. Now some good football by Juve to try and get out, but Hato's done a very good tackle in the midfield to get it. Now here's Gittins. He's going to go past one, go past two. Into the box. To the byline. He tries to play the ball on his weaker foot across the box, and it's going to fall all the way to Kender on the other side. Whipped in by Caicedo to the back post. Oh, and the players got in each other's way there. I think it was Gittins at the back post. He should have gotten on the end of it, but Joao Pedro ran across him, and I think he didn't get his header right. World Cup ruined his chances for a transfer. I don't think it was that particularly. I think it was more so that, again, like, he was very heavily linked with Madrid, and once Madrid said, no, we're not signing him, it was kind of like, well, who else is going to sign him? Let's be honest. Like, no other team has enough money to spend 120 million on him. Enzo took red card FC International. Representing Chelsea in the best way possible. That's another thing I will say. Considering we were talking about the experience of the players and where we might finish this season, I think that's another thing that will get us up a couple of places, is the fact we won't get as many red cards this season, because I think that the players will have learnt, and the players will be taught by the more senior guys now, like Welbeck, like Hendo. It is weird seeing Hendo in a Chelsea shirt, by the way. Very odd. Good ball in to Moretti. Here's Cambiasso. He's going to play it back to Gatti. Cambiasso again. Ball's going to go all the way back now to Locatelli. Now Gatti again. Ball in behind is cut out by Tosin. Gittins to Nicole Jazuli, and now Hato. His ball was seeking out Joao Pedro on the left, but intercepted, and Chelsea throw now. City want him as well. Yeah, that's another one, City. But again, considering they already spent loads on Anderson, I'm not sure if that's something that they really want to do again. And the thing is, City are looking at like other Chelsea players at the same time. Like they're really in for Gusto. They're really in for Pedro Neto is another one. Liverpool also in for Neto. If we get like 70 million for Neto, I think that's great business. By the way, I think even Maresca got suspended twice last season. Yeah, he definitely got one red card. I remember one of them. Thoughts on Misha returning? Yeah, very happy to see him. Honestly, I can't wait to see if he gets off the bench today. Which, considering the words from Alonso in the presser, I think he will get some minutes. How many minutes we'll have to see. Here's Kender again, brilliant feet. Gets it forward to Danny Welbeck. Gets it to Joao Pedro. Back to Welbeck. Tries to get it out to Gittins, but his pass is not accurate enough with the little Trivella there. It will be cleared. And then there's a high boot in the middle by Nicole Jazuli for a foul on Douglas Luiz. I do think that the ones that I will go to see, I think Gusto is almost nailed on to go there. I feel like Liverpool might be more into Neto because he kind of suits Liverpool a bit more, but that's obviously another one. I said we've got it on the bingo card, so if any transfer gets confirmed during the stream, that gets ticked off. Caicedo. Palestra will get it back to Sanchez. I also want to see Penders. I really want to see Penders. Can't have shit in Detroit. Ball around the corner from Caicedo to Welbeck, and he's thrown off the ball, and it will be a Chelsea free kick. You like Gusto? I mean, Gusto's serviceable, but the thing is, right, for me, the reason why I wouldn't keep him is just simply because any position that you want to play Gusto in, Palestra will be playing there. And if it's not Palestra, it'll be Reece James. Like, Gusto is not going to be staying if, like, he's not going to get any game time if those two are in the team. His good work from Joao Pedro to get past a few players. Now Hato, back to Joao Pedro. Gets the ball out of his feet, and he's going to play it into Kender. He's got a chance to shoot here, Giovanni Kender, and it's smacked off the defender for a throw on the right-hand side. That's a good example there. I was saying I wanted to see some of the tactical things from Alonso in this game. That's a good example of the rotations, because Joao Pedro has dropped really deep into the one of the 6 roles as Madi has gone forward. Quenda has moved into the inside 10, and he's gotten a shot away. Good rotations there. Palestra will smash it off of his man for a Chelsea corner. First one of the game, I believe. Thoughts on Bruno G? Yeah, really good signing. Honestly, I think that's a good coup for Arsenal. But I will say, and this is not me being biased, I really think that Arsenal need to start buying some offensive players. They are so defensive. Their entire team now, if you put out a starting 11, the back line and the midfield are all defensive. They need a midfielder that can pass the ball forward. They don't have one. Boga's going to be clearing the ball away from the corner, but good sweeping up by Hato to stop that from becoming anything more than a clearance. Here's Caicedo now. What happens if James or Palestra injury? Well, again, we're playing one game a week. If one of them gets injured, then we just, we just play the other one. It's not like we're going to be playing like Champions League football next season. So even Gyökeres is defensive in a way. I mean, like even Havertz. You think Havertz is more of a build-up player than a finisher as well. And like they don't have given away here. Lucky from Lloyd Kelly there. He gave it away to Welbeck, but he couldn't make the ball stick. But yeah, even like again, their forwards aren't particularly like the strongest. Like even you got to think about this. Their star player. Yeah, their star player, the player that is their the one they look for when they need to get goals, is a left back. Bukayo Saka, he's a former left back. He's a defensive player. Like, it is wild how unoffensive their team is, and it works for them. The old adage is, attack wins you games, defense wins you titles, and that's what they did, with some help from the referees at least. But Evers played left back that one time. That was wild. Yeah, I just really think that they need to get a player, that really wants to be a creative attacking player. Like they don't have many of them. And like Bruno's, like I said, Bruno's a fantastic player, but he's not going to be that. He's not going to be. He's not going to be like the guy who's going to, spot the pass in the final third to break down a stubborn defense. He's not that type of player. Thoughts on the new Swedish set piece coach, by the way? Yeah, the one we got from Aston Villa, I think, is he's a set piece coach. What can I say? We all celebrated when we got a set piece coach from Brentford, and then it didn't help our set pieces at all. So I can't really put too much stock into set piece coaches, but he did well for he did well for Aston Villa. I think did Villa finish on the most set piece goals in the end, or was it Arsenal? I think they were top two regardless. So. Yeah, Palestra is but it's one of those things where Palestra is a player that you look at and you see his stature, you see what he looks like, you go that he is going to be a bumbling idiot is what you think, but he is very, very tidy on the ball. It's bizarre how tidy on the ball he actually is, and he's 2-footed. He's ambipedal. Good ball to the back post, and Sanchez has flapped at it. Oof. It's good work from Mehdi. Nicole Jazuli to get the ball away, not once but twice. Brilliant work from the youngster. Juve will come back out of Stoke. It's Boga. Got a brilliant ball for the back post. I'm not sure who played it. I think it was Boga himself, actually. Sanchez with a little bit of a flap at the cross. Let's get Penders on, please. Ball to Locatelli. Good pressure from Welbeck to win the ball back. And then Caicedo was fouled for a free kick on the edge of the box. As we go into the 38th minute here, and there hasn't been very many inroads made by either side. Yeah, we were pretty high. The thing is, we were pretty high up for set-piece goals, mainly because we didn't score any others. Like, we got to a point where we were only scoring from set-pieces. And to be fair, that tailed off. It was towards the start of the season. To the start of the season, we were very, very good at set-pieces because we weren't creating enough goals. And then when it got to the Liam Brazinia era, that kind of really fell off, and we stopped scoring set pieces. And the thing is, for us, the set piece thing was mainly because we just don't have the players. Like, we didn't have the players in the box. We didn't have the height to compete in the air. Now, I think that has been much more kind of rectified. We've been bringing in players that are very tall. We've got Lacroix coming in. We've got Palestra coming in. I think obviously Welbeck coming in. They're all players that can be handy in the box for set pieces, which we didn't particularly have before. Here is Joao Pedro. Handball there from Douglas Luiz. We'll give a free kick to Chelsea about 40 yards from goal. Morgan Rogers would have been great for them. That's another one. I feel like Rogers is I feel like he's quite a bit of a question mark. We obviously paid quite a lot of money for him. I've said in the past, I don't give a fuck about price tags. I think price tags are arbitrary when comparing players because the players themselves don't decide the price tags. So I don't really give a shit that he costs so much. Like if he gets, let's say 20 goals as assists from that left hand side, that's more than we got from there before. So like I won't complain. Hell, even 15 is like okay. Obviously, he'll be expected to get more, but considering how poor our left-hand side was last season, I really don't think we can get any worse. Short free kick taken is Mehdi Jazuli. Gittins to Harto. Oh, Gittins made the run. He wasn't picked out. Is Mehdi Jazuli again? Oh, swing and a miss by Caicedo there, but Kender is going to try and chase it, but a little bit of an off-balance shot there or pass there from Caicedo rather. Yeah, I mean, we've already seen from Aston Villa's pre-season that Garnacho has been man. Let's just say we got the better player in that swap deal. Let's say that. I was going to say, yeah, it is interesting that Serie A is one of those leagues. They do collect a lot of ex other league players. I was thinking about it earlier, like Kalulu. Kalulu's been to so many clubs. Obviously, Boga's been to loads of clubs too. I believe when we initially sold him, he went to, was it Torino that he went to? Jeremy Boga? No, it might have been not Bologna, the other one. I can see it. I can see the badge in my head. I can't think of the name. It's gone out right out of my head. Oh, that's gonna annoy me for the rest of the day. I can't remember it. It's a good ball forward, but Palestra has cleared it away. Kender again trying to snap in there. He's asking for a free kick, but not getting one. Here's Boga now on the left hand side. He's gonna get to the byline and smash the ball across, but Sanchez was alert to it and grabs the ball out of the air. He's looking to get us started quickly here, but not able to. Oh, and the stream has frozen. Hello, CFC Plus. I pay good money for this. Hello. Let me restart the stream. See if that works. Oh, I think it's actually a broadcast thing. It's not actually a stream thing. Okay, there we go. Sassuolo. That's the badge. Yep, that's the badge I was thinking of. Just showing who's the shining light in this 0-0. So far, I'd have to say it's between Welbeck, Kender, and Palestra on the right side. Joao Pedro is going to play the ball forward to Pedro. Oh, Jamie Gittins is going to get on the end of it in the box. Oh, the ball had a just wild ping pong in the box there. Here's Gittins again into the box. Tries to get it back for Mehdi Jazuli. I keep calling him Mehdi Jazuli, Nicole Jazuli rather. It's really annoying with double barrel names. I'm just like, I just want to say the last name. A lot of footballers do that, which is interesting. A lot of footballers who have double barrel names eventually decide just to go by one of them. Mbappe, clearest one of those. Good ball through the lines from Lloyd Kelly. Here's Moretti. Loads of space, and no one's chasing him down here. He's going to get it to Bogo. He's going to take a strike, and it's a good save from Sanchez. It's going to deflect back out, though. Cambiasso unable to get his strike on goal, though. The ball's cleared away. Here's Locatelli. I hate how Watson's younger than me. I hate how pretty much the entire Chelsea team is younger than me. Well, not now. Now that we've got some experienced players in, not anymore. But before, though, it was. Gittins as well. Yeah, Gittins has been pretty decent, I will say. Ball's going to go all the way back to Gatti here. It's Lloyd Kelly. It does, yeah, going back to your point, it does feel a bit bizarre because you do think that like a lot of Serie A teams do just feel like a smorgasbord of like other league players. They don't always have teams full of like homegrown players or, you know, even Italian league players. A lot of the time it is like big hybrids between other leagues. And it's usually like, you know, they have a lot of Premier League players, like ex-Premier League players, because a lot of the time when Premier League players don't do well, they go to the Serie A because it's a bit easier over there because the game's a little bit slower. Ball whipped in but cleared away by Fofana. He's going to come back at us as we near to the end of the half. Kalulu, he's going to play the ball low. It's cleared away by Hato and then further by Caicedo. Oh, Joao Pedro's going to get on the end of this. He's dragged back. The referee's not gonna. I think he really needed to blow the whistle there, ref. If I can't lie, tug of his jersey, whilst he's breaking. Yeah, it's because this is the thing. It's just pre-season, isn't it? It's like most teams don't open up. They kind of just sit back and defend. And oh, it's an effort from range there by Milik. Sanchez died for it, but I think he had it covered all the time. Yeah, I feel like in preseason, because of the fitness levels not being the highest, I feel like a lot of the time it is, you know, players don't have that extra burst of pace to go past people. They don't have the sharpness to react to things as quickly as they would like to. They're giving us 4 minutes of added time here. Oh, obviously the hydration break, that would be why. Is Juve or Chelsea the bigger club historically? Juve. Juve by a country mile. They're called the old lady for a reason. Yeah, like Gittins as well. Okay, I got you. Yeah, because obviously he's Bino Gittins, but he just goes by Gittins now. Trying to think of another one. Because again, Mbappe is the obvious one because his name's actually Mbappe Lutin. Yeah, but look, let's be honest. This is not a full strength Chelsea team. It's not a full strength Juve team. They're not gonna be doing all the things they would be doing in the season. I feel like people like overreact to preseason quite a lot. Let's be honest. I think the prime example is if we look at the preseason that we had under Poch that one time, we went undefeated in our preseason, and then we were languishing in 10th for the whole season until like the last 5 weeks of the season. So I really don't think it matters, if I'm being perfectly honest. And pretty much half of the time when we've won the league, our preseason results have been terrible. Ball's gone forward. Sanchez will claim it. And he's going to try and get us started quickly here, I think. Sanchez with a roll out to Palestra. He's then thrown to the floor. Will be a free kick to Chelsea. You have the same amount of UCLs. Yeah, to be fair. It feels weird with that. I was saying this on Twitter the other day because I saw some. It was a rage bait post, so I didn't interact with it at all. But like, I was thinking this the other day. Like, people were saying like how Arsenal are like one of the biggest teams, and it's like, I mean, if you in comparison to the other teams that are all European giants, are they really that big of a team? Like, yeah, they have a lot of history in the English league, but like, continentally, they are so poor. They in comparison to other teams like Liverpool, for example, like United, like Chelsea, who have 5 major European trophies in the new formats, like they're nowhere near. Ball over the top. This time is shepherded to Sanchez by Caicedo. Like if you compare it to like even like Milan and Real and Barca, like it's nowhere near. They're nowhere near. And again, I know it was rage bait, and I'm like sitting there like I sit there like I'm not interacting with this. I'm not giving them the satisfaction of it, but like it does jar me at times. It's just like, well, like they are a very very good English team, and that's so far all they can amount to. Here's Palestra, Kenda, Joao Pedro, Palestra, brilliant play. Joao Pedro again. He's going to whip the ball into Palestra. Oh, he couldn't take it with him. It would have been a brilliant goal if he could have gotten the ball and gotten a shot off there. With a brilliant attacking move. Newcastle not finishing in the top 12. I think, God, this is... my hot take is that I think Newcastle are going to do way better than anyone thinks they are going to. Because this is the thing. It's the doom and gloom thing where everyone thinks that they're going to be terrible. And I think they're going to be so much better than they actually are. For no reason whatsoever other than just to be annoying. Even though English history, I think they only have 7 titles post 1950. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Is like you got to remember as well. Like, football has changed so much. Like in the last 40 years, in the last 20 years, even it has changed so much. You think about all the different things we have in football now, different rules that we have in football now, the different different levels of officiating in terms of what is now a foul and what isn't a foul, and things like that. And obviously, again, the with all the different technology that the refs now have, there's a lot of situations where if you go back and actually looked at like football back in the day, you would think it's completely different game. I will say, little spoiler. I've been very coy about this. I'm going to be a little bit spoilery here. The big video I've been working on for the past last season and now, it might be a history video. That's all I'm going to say. It might be a history video. I'm not going to spoil too much, but it might be a history video. And it's very long and it's taken me ages, and I am currently in my research and planning. I'm up to 1994, I think, is where I'm at. It's taken me ages. I don't even know when that's going to come out, genuinely, but I've said to myself this season that I'm going to take my time with uploads. I'm not going to rush myself into uploading anything if I don't want to. So there's probably going to be barely any videos this I will say I have to do because of sponsor things, I have to do 3 videos in space of 6 months. There will be more than that, obviously, but that's like the minimum. Arsenal would win Conference League and Europa League easily. They don't have the blue in them to win the Champions League. I mean, I would say that I think my best Conference League, absolutely. Arsenal would probably win the Conference League. Europa League, I don't think they would, because we've seen when they play the Europa League, they had the best Europa League manager of all time, Unai Emery. They came up against us in the final and lost. So, like, I mean, I don't think they will, but yeah, it is a half time. I forgot the timer, so we can take that off of the bingo card. I can pause it now. I'll set up for the second half here, and I will take a quick break. I think I'm going to get my breakfast. I'm going to get some granola. Let me get rid of this. Okay, right. I will see you guys in a second. I will be back for the second half. Be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Well done. Get this back up. Sorry, I'll have to catch up with chat a second. Where can I watch it apart from the official CFC website? If you're in Poland, let me check Tribuna, because they have listings for that type of thing. Let me see if I can find it. I forget how to find it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't think there is. I genuinely don't think there is. I think it is literally just CFC Plus. I don't think it's being broadcast because it's being broadcast by the actual club. I don't think it's being. I don't think it's actually being broadcast by anywhere else, which is unfortunate. I do say that the subscription is pretty worth it, considering all the exclusives and stuff you get. But if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. That's or don't want to pay it. You don't want to pay it. That's perfectly fine. Up to you. They did just say it's going to be handed back to the match commentators, but it hasn't been, which is weird. I believe Penders might be coming on, by the way, because he was warming up towards the end of the half. Paramount Plus has it? Oh. Yeah, I forked out the cash too. As a person who knew I was going to be streaming every single one of the Watchalong games, and again, someone who likes looking at the interviews and things like that a little bit earlier, especially considering all the signings we were getting, I was like, you know what, $12.99 for a year? That's not even that bad. Sorry, the auto translate. I don't know why. I don't know how to get rid of it. There's an auto translate feature in the chat, and it has auto translated Courtois' son into "they are short," which is the complete opposite of what Penders is. I just found that very funny. Do we tick anything off as well? Sitter. Oh, I don't want to say sitter missed for Welbeck. I don't think it was a sitter per se. Palestra Magic. You know what? I'm gonna click off Palestra Magic. I think he's been very, very good. No goals or assists to see so far, so none of those can get ticked off. Comms curse. I don't think I've done so far. Have there been any transfers confirmed during the stream? That's something to check. I have not looked at my feed. Doesn't look like it. Apparently there was booze for the hydration break. I didn't hear him personally, but oh, it does look like Nicholas Jackson might be coming on as well. What's the meaning behind mono? It's a shortening of monochrome, which is on the badge. Can I wait? Do I have the badge? I might be able to show the badge. There, that's the badge. I don't know why it's up there, but it's there. That's the badge. It's just a nickname, to be fair. It's just always been called that. Gotta say as well, I am very, very impressed by the amount of Chelsea fans there are on this Hong Kong ground. It seems like there's like a Massive majority Chelsea fans rather than Juve fans here. See if there's what the other changes are, because it doesn't particularly seem like they've said them yet. So Gittins is still playing. Just seen him come on. Nicholas Jackson is coming on, number 19. And Esteval is also coming on. Oh no, Jackson's 15. Number 19's Mamadou Sarr, I believe, is also coming on. Esteval's coming on. Surely is Pendas not coming on? I feel like Pendas got to play, surely. This is taking ages, by the way. Oh yeah, Pendas is coming on. He's absolutely dwarfs everyone else around him. It's crazy how big he is. Chelsea's big in Asia. We're bigger everywhere. I feel like we are such a global club. Not so. I would say we're not so strong in North America, because I feel like that's more. There's more Arsenal fans there, but everywhere else we're massive. I'd be very surprised if Misha doesn't come on at like 60 minutes. First job for Mike Pendas is to take the long kick from the kickoff. He's knocked it into touch. Yeah, no, we are huge there, but I'm saying, like, in terms of the most popular team. Like, if you think of like the most popular English team in Africa, it's Chelsea. But like, if you think about North America, there is more Arsenal fans there. I know that for a fact. A lot of Real Madrid fans in North America too, I would say. It's Gatti. I think they might have changed formation here. I'm not sure. Seems like Cambiasso on the ball now. They didn't talk about any Juve changes, so if there is any changes, I won't know about them. Caicedo's been fouled in the middle, still holding the. Yeah, there's a lot of City fans as well, because they've got the City group teams up there as well, haven't they? It's Balestra. Oh, I think Augusto Renato, they've just said, has come on. Here's Nicole Jazuli. Now, Mamadou Sarr. So yeah, Tosin has come off, by the way. Cause of celebration. Here's Fofana. To Esteval. Tries a little heel to heel, but can't get past his man. Oh, we've got a front two of Jackson and Joao Pedro, by the way. Fun. Good tackle from Mamadou Sarr on the left side, rather, as he came across to snuff out the danger. Barca's way bigger than Madrid, where I live. Yeah, I think Barca. Well, the thing is with Barca, right? I'm gonna sound. I'm making a generalization here, so obviously I don't mean everyone. I feel like a lot of North American football fans are more attached to players than they are to teams. So for the majority right now, Yamal is such a big player for Barca that a lot of people are Barca fans because of it. I think a similar thing happens over here, obviously, with different nations, but I feel like especially in North America they have that. Obviously, my other half is American, and I know that a lot of their family who do watch football teams, they don't particularly watch the teams for the actual teams. They watch them for whoever's there. And the stream has started buffering again. Come on, lad. Come on, you're an official club. There you go. It's back. Oh man, the stream is actually taking a turn for the worst. What's going on here? Good ball from Joao Pedro. Here's Jackson. I think Palestra got a shot off in the end. Yeah, it was Palestra in the end. The stream is like skipping back and forth. It's being really weird. Think it's fine now. Here's Locatelli. Douglas Luiz. There is like, I think half of the Juve team has changed to different players, and I have no idea who any of them are. Because they don't have names on the back. I might have to start referring to them by numbers. Here's Gutty, though. What is going... Oh my goodness, what's happening? Hello? Thank you for letting me know. Why did it do that? Hang on, let me fix that. I'll put it for 50. Once we get there. It's Caicedo. 2 for Fana. Just looking for a pass through the lines here, and no one's offering him an option. And now he should be synced. Yeah, there we go. Caicedo over the top for Palestra. It's a brilliant ball. Palestra's trying to take the shot, and it's going to fall for Gittins. Oh, I feel like he needed to put that across Palestra. No bingo card. I mean, I already forgot the timer. Should I count that as a sit or missed? Is that a sit or missed? No, I really don't know why he shot there. He really needs to put that across Palestra. Good run from him, though. It's Douglas Luiz. Oh, given away here by Lloyd Kelly. Here's Estevao. Oh, he's going to take his man on here and burst down the right-hand side, showing a good bit of pace for him. Cuts to the byline. Tries to get it across, and it's deflected behind for a corner. Good work, Estevao. He looks a little bit more pacey than we saw last season, which is bizarre considering he's coming off the back of an injury. Then again, maybe it's just that the Italian defence is a little bit slower. That could be it. Will be Estevao to take the corner as well. Signal goes up. Let's see if the set-piece coach pays off here. Ball into the front post is cleared away. Going to be another corner. Will be Estevao to take again with the in-swinger. Signal goes up. Signal goes down. This one's into the front post again. Oh, it's a ricochet in the box and it will be cleared away. Very much seems like we're aiming for that near post, I will say. Serie A years, Estevao is about 10 or 12. He's not wrong. Here is Estevao. Oh, he's just been fouled off the ball there, ref. Come on. Sort that out. It's Mamadou Sarr. Oh, a little bit of a heavy touch, but he's worked his way out of it. Good work. Here's Penders. I want to see the passing from Penders. He's all the way out of his box already. You know he wants to do that. Oh, lovely little flick from Joao Pedro, but Jackson can't get on the end of it. He's going to chase the ball all the way to the goalkeeper, though. Oh, he's got to be careful, the goalie, isn't it? Almost giving it away. They will play it their way out, though. Or at least attempt to, until Mamadou Sarr steps in. He's been good so far, Sarr. Don't think he, was as good for Chelsea as he was for Strasbourg last season when he did play, but seems to be, up to speed so far. Will be Chelsea throw. Here is the Senegalese again. It's Caicedo. Koljazuli to Caicedo. Now Hato. He's being challenged very fairly. Strongly but fairly. He's won the ball back again here, Hato. And he's actually won a throw as well. Good work. I do want to tick off the Alonso ball in full flow thing. We did see some of that in the first half. I should have ticked that off. Here's Penders. Now Fofana. Ball through the lines to Jackson. Gets it around the corner for Joao Pedro, but it's a little bit inaccurate. The Brazilian can't get on the end of it. It's really weird because Joao Pedro and Jackson want to do the same thing. They both want to get on, like, drop deep and get on the ball and then start, like, turning and running and stuff. It's very funny. Here's Sarr. He's going to take it past his man and then get it to Hato. Koljazuli back to Penders. Calmly passes it out to Fofana. Here's Palestra around the corner for Jackson. Can't get on the end of it. Ball's going to break for... I think it's Bremer who's come on, by the way. Given away. Will be another Chelsea throw. Let's say Juve have been pretty sloppy so far. Here's Joao Pedro. Good work from him to get away from one and get away from two and then get away from another one, and that's been fouled. He beat one guy, beat another guy, and then the other guy came back and he beat him again. I mean, it's a bit of a 50-50 there, if I'm being honest. I mean, McFarlane showed that he's capable enough, and obviously, you know, he came up from our youth team where he did well, so he got the merit as well as the nepotism, let's say. Here's Hato. Here's Sarr around the corner for Fofana. Now Esteval. Fofana again. Esteval. Joao Pedro. Good little turn. Gets it to Koljazuli. To Jamie Gittins on the left-hand side. First chance for him to really get on the ball. Back to Koljazuli, who's getting a lot of the ball here also. Has not looked out of place at all, despite being, what, 16, 17, I believe he is? I think he's 17. Here's Palestra. Esteval. 1v1 versus man. He can take him on here. He's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to swing the ball in, but... decides against it. Here's Sarr. Oh, gets the ball away. He'll be surging down the right-hand side here. Number 15. I'm still annoyed they didn't actually say who had come on. So I'm having to guess. Ted Lasso season 4 starts tonight, so I hereby formally petition Mono to watch the show. I've already watched it. I was saying earlier that I wanted to get the Believe thing behind me. I've already watched the other seasons. Watched that a couple of months back. Great show. Not really a football show, I will say, that I kind of expected it to be, but still a good show. Good ball into the middle, but no one's there, and it's cleared away by Koljazuli. Here's Jackson, who gets on the end of it and turns around. There's a chance for us to... Oh, it's got to be a card. There's a little bit of argy-bargy going in there after that foul from Douglas Luiz, who did get the yellow. I think it's Caicedo who got into a bit of a spat with him. It was a really good chance for us to transition and get into attacking position there. Oh yeah, it's a nasty challenge from Douglas Luiz, by the way. No intention of playing the ball. Yes, Penders is on. He's in goal for us. Honestly, I would like to see him get tested, but so far the pattern of play has been that Chelsea have controlled the ball the majority of the time. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think the last time it was brought up in chat was literally like the day before I started watching it, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna convince myself and watch it. I don't actually have Apple TV at the moment. I'm gonna have to. I think it's like a deal to get it with your Prime, so I might get it with Prime and watch it this season. Watch this season now. His start. Excuse me. Caicedo through the lines to Nicholas Jackson. Brilliant work. Here's Palestra. Esteval. Oh, tried a little 1-2, but the pass was a little bit too heavy. Cleared away, but given away to Mehdi Jazuli, and now Jackson. Oh, his touch is awful. His touch is so bad. Oh my goodness. It would have been a clear-cut chance on goal there if he got that touch right. I've got to say, Nicole Jazuli again, brilliant. On the front foot, wins the ball from the interception, plays it forward immediately. Guess it's going. Here he is again, challenging. He's lost out though. No, I think it's Chelik who's running up the side. Right-hand side. I think he was on the left-hand side before. He's now moved to the right. It's Bremer. I think it's Moretti forward. It's a good pass as well, but unable to get on the end of it, I think. Ball's going to be whipped in, and Penders is there. Good work. Proactive goalkeeping there from Penders to stop his man from getting the header on goal. Here's Esteval now on the break. Gets away from one, gets away from two. He's going to play the reverse pass for Palestra. It's a beauty. And Palestra must be knackered. He's been bursting up and down this side all game. Here he is, tries to play the ball in. It will be a corner. After Douglas Luiz blocks his cross. I think he is absolutely shattered, Palestra. He looks knackered. He's constantly running up and down that side. This auto-translate thing is so funny. It's translated your I love Palestra to I love the gym. Esteval in from the corner. Brilliant work. Oh, Fofana couldn't get on the end of it. He's claiming there was a hand there. And Caicedo has then fouled Bremer on the break. Or rather, not Bremer. That was... I'm not sure. The referee's just given Caicedo a yellow card there. For that. I suppose that is kind of warranted considering it was on the break. Something is happening here, I'm not sure what. Oh, a couple of substitutions for Juve. Coop Miners is coming on for Douglas Luiz, who's getting booed as he comes off the pitch. I think Yildiz is also coming on. Some changes warming up on the sidelines for Chelsea as well. I don't know if they're going to be made now or not, but I saw Subaloy, Anselmino, and I think Sabayev, maybe Delap too. There was quite a lot of people. Ball cleared away, but it's going to fall to Mamadou Sarr, who's tugged back. Will be a foul. Yeah, a lot of players being talked to by Xabi Alonso here on the sidelines. Misha is not one of them, though, because he's still sat on the bench, which is kind of unsettling. Here's Sark. Fofana. Across to Palestra, who's... Oh, he's not quick enough to react to that, and the Juve player is taking the ball off him. Caicedo with the intervention, but the ball's going to go across the box, and no one can get there. And Hato will clear it, but I think the flag went up for an offside anyway. Who's come on? At the moment, the players that have come on are Penders, Jackson, Esteval, and Mamadou Sarr. But there's more coming on in a second, I believe. Here is Sarr. To Wesley Fofana. Sarr back to Hato. A good ball down the line from Sarr. His Gittins trying to escape his man, unable to. It's been a foul flagged on JB Gittins. Oh my lord, there are so many players coming on. So I can see Josh, Subaloy, I can see Lavia, I can see Delap, I can see Satpayev, I can see Anselmino, I can see Asugo, all coming on. So Joao Pedro is coming off. Imagine that is for Delap. Gittins is coming off too. Hato is also coming off. Oh, we'll figure out who's in what position in a second here. Nicole Jazuli is coming off now as well. Good to see Chempong on. I think he's probably coming on for Fofana, I'd imagine. And Anselmino will likely be the one going into left back, because that's what we've been seeing so far. Captain's armband given to Dario Asugo. By the way. I think he just did that because he's coming off into his position, but wild captaincy there. This will be a Juve free kick, chance for them to swing it into the box. And it's a good one, it's a good header. Over the top. Good leap for the header. It was Bremer, I believe. I was going to say, I'm surprised. Well, I'm more surprised it has not gone to. Josh. I imagine it would have gone to Josh, but I guess everyone on the pitch, other than Lavia, is basically like hardly ever played for us. So I guess I'm surprised it hasn't gone to Jackson. Actually, it probably could have been Jackson. He's the most senior player in the team at the moment. Is Lavia gets away from one, brilliant from Lavia. Plays the ball forward for Jackson. Little touch forward. Oh, couldn't get it to Satpayev. So now we've got Satpayev on the left-hand side, Delap as the 9 with Jackson as the 10, Esteval on the right, Asugo and Lavia as the 2 midfielders, and then Anselmino on the left with Sarr and Josh, and Subaloy on the right, I believe is how we set up. Good ball forward here for Celik. Gonna whip the ball across the face. And it's a good shot, and it's a brilliant goal. It's an absolute stunner. I'm counting it as a world here. Shigrova who scored it. I don't even know what to say there. Fullback goal / assist, maybe? Did Celik get the final touch on that before it went in? That's an absolute screamer. Is it him? No, it's not. Okay, it's not Celik who gets it. Oh, maybe Penders should save this. Maybe, I don't know. It might be swinging away from him, I'm not sure. It's a brilliant finish. It's an absolute worldie of a finish, I can't lie. Oh, we saw Welbeck as well, so I can take that. Well, we needed them to score for my prediction to be right, so if we score 2 now. Thoughts on having games in back-to-back days? Do we have that? I hope we don't. Our next game's on Saturday. I don't really have much of an opinion on that, if I'm being honest. I think that's rather crazy. Oh, we play Saturday and then Sunday? Really? Oh my god, we do. Let's be honest. I think the second game will probably not be as intense as the first, considering the opposition. But yeah, that is crazy. I didn't even realise that was happening. That's wild. Well, great. We get 2 watch-alongs in 2 days. I mean, for the players, I think it's a bit of a nightmare. But for for a viewer, I'll take it. I'll take two Chelsea games in a row. Never going to complain seeing my team play. It's a giant Mexican wave going throughout the stadium now. As I think there's a hydration break going on right now. I imagine that's why that's happening. 56 hours of air travel in this tour, yeah. Oh no, it's there was a break during after the goal, I believe. We are back underway. Here's Saar. Anselmino. Satpayev gets away from his man and then is fouled. That's Chelik's about 5th or 6th foul in this half so far. Here's Lavia. Satpayev will be officially a Chelsea player next week. He'll be 18. Anselmino around the corner for Jackson. Good work from him to escape the pressure, and he's dragged back, and the referee is going to give a talking to Gatti, I believe that is. I can't even rely on the player shirts to tell who's who, because the Juve names are all in Chinese. There's a Sugo. Good ball through the lines to Delap. Lavia. Anselmino. Satpayev. Back to Mamadou Sarr. Searching for a ball, but none available to him. Lavia will play it through the lines for Esteval, but Bobble made it almost impossible for Esteval to get on the ball there. Delap trying to apply pressure, but unable to get the ball. I think actually, I misspoke earlier. I think Josh is out on the right-hand side as the right back and Subaloy is playing as the centre-back. They have swapped those two around from the first game. Ball back to Di Gregorio. Oh, Jackson fooled by the feint as he was surging towards him with the pressure. Ball's going to go back to Lloyd Kelly here. Long ball from the goalkeeper out to Celik on the right. Satpayev was quick to close him down. Ball around the corner. It's a good one too. There's a chance for Juve to break down the left-hand side here. Pass forward is not particularly accurate, and the Sugo will then eventually be fouled for a Chelsea free kick. Sugo to Subaloy. Here's Esteval. Up to Jackson. Back heel was the opposite of what Esteval was thinking, and it's been nodded straight back to Juve's possession. Long ball forward. It's a good switch of play as well to the right-hand side. They're going to try and switch it to the left, but Josh is in the way. Sugo will get it back to Josh. Esteval, 1v1 versus his man. He's being doubled up on, but he's going to play the ball to Satpayev, who's joined him on this right-hand side. Again, more of that rotation. He gets away from 2 players, but couldn't get away from the third. The ball's going to be switched out to the right now, as Aaron Anselmino comes in for the tackle and clears. The referee has just blown for something. I think there's more substitutions coming on. I think I see Rugani. Doesn't Asugo speak like 5 languages or something? Yeah, I believe he does. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. He speaks Portuguese, obviously. He speaks English. He speaks French. I think he speaks Spanish. I would imagine he speaks Spanish, and then I don't know what the 5th one is. Emanalo's not with the squad anymore. He's one of the youth players that's gone back to Cobham, I believe. Oh, good feet. But eventually tackled by Dario Sugo. His Delap surging through. He's got Jackson up with him, but he's the only player with him. He's surging down the right-hand side here, Delap. He ran a long way, but he needed support and never really got it. And he is unable to get a corner, but a throw high up instead will do. A lot of the youth players got sent back to Cobham, I believe. I think he was one of them. I could be mistaken. He could have been one of the names on the list that I read out earlier. I don't actually remember, but I believe that he is. I believe the Sunday game's going to have all youngsters. Yeah, probably. I'd imagine so. Subaloy out to Josh. Esteval. Overlapping for Josh, and he's going to clear the ball into the box, but he's going to break to Esteval here on the edge of the box. He's going to go into the box and gets past one, but unable to get the ball across for his teammates, and it will be a goal kick. He's the only one not on the bench. Oh, bizarre. Because I know Walsh and Watson are definitely on the bench. Obviously, Subaloy was on the bench. He's come off. I know Diakite was on the bench. Obviously, Nicole Jazuli was in the starting 11. Oh, I think Kavuma McQueen is also on the bench, if I recall. Header forward from Subaloy. That's Satpayev. Oh, quick feet, and he's fouled. The referee's given nothing. You know what? The referee has made so many of those mistakes, I'm going to tick this off now. It's actually jarring me. It's quite clearly fouled and just not given. Switch of play. Seeking out the right-hand side, but Aaron Anselmino picked it out of the sky brilliantly. I was able to clear as well. Ball played back to Rugani. Bremer shoved off the ball by Jackson. Here's Kelly. Good ball through the lines. Brilliant pass. But the subsequent one is then straight into the path of Lavia, and we've tried to start a counter-attack, but it's going to go straight to the centre-backs again. Feels a little bit disjointed with all the changes now, I will say. Ball into the middle is intercepted by Asugo, but unable to make it stick. Ball across to the right-hand side. It's Coop Miners. Gonna spray the ball forward with his left peg, but intercepted by Josh. Here's Lavia. Chance for us to go forward here, Chelsea. Instead, we decide to recycle the ball. Here's Subaloy. Sugo to Sart. Sar across to Subaloy, now a Sugo. Now Achempong. Switch of play from a Sugo, seeking out Satpayev, good touch. Here's Anselmino. Now Lavia. Sugo again. Not a lot of movement from the team, I will say. We seem a little bit static, and that's not giving the players on the ball a lot of options. Sar to a Sugo again. Fallen to the floor, but retained the ball under the pressure from the striker. Esteval, who's dropped deep to pick up the ball here. Kind of frustrated that he's not been getting the ball. Now Anselmino. Sar through the lines, unable to be held up by Jackson. He's going to fall for Subaloy though. Or rather a Sugo, who's done really well in the midfield twice. Now here's Jackson. He's then fouled, and they will be brought back for the initial foul on a Sugo. Third game this season will be interesting for us. Next season kind of determines our level. Yeah, I would say so. Oh, a little bit of heated argument going on between Lavia and Bremer there. It's going to spice the game up a little bit. Nothing more than that, I don't believe. I think it might have been Nicholas Jackson getting involved as well, as he often does. Eventually we will get the free kick to sent into the box. Let's see. Oh, it was a high one from Bremer. It was a really, really nasty challenge. And that's probably why the players were so irate with him. I've got to say, if that was VAR, he'd probably be red carded. He has been given a yellow, though. Will be Esteval on the free kick. It is rather central, but there is going to be Misha Mudryk is coming on before it's taken. Let's go. 10 minutes or so for Misha Mudryk, and there's a giant roar from the crowd. He's the most sought after player in all the training sessions and stuff, so it's good to see him on. If he scores, by the way, cult hero. Mikhailo Mudryk on the pitch for Chelsea, 2026. What a time to be alive. Will be Esteval on the free kick, and he smashed it towards goal, and it's a bit too central, and the goalie can easily save that. He's going to clear it long as well to try and get his number 11 on the ball, and it's a good little bit of play from him to try and get past one, but he can't get past Aaron Anselmino, who has been brilliant so far. Satpayev to Asugo. Esteval. So I think, yeah, Satpayev has now moved into the 10 position and Misha's on the left. Here's Esteval on the right, still on the ball. He's going to play it to Asugo, tries to get the return pass. It's going to fall for Delap. Gets past one, gets past two, and leaves it for Satpayev, who smashes it towards goal, but a little bit tame in terms of the power. The goalkeeper was able to save that quite easily. It's like seeing his debut in that match versus Liverpool, yeah. It's actually really good work from Delap, by the way, in there. A little heel to heel to get away from his man on the edge of the box. Misha with a press. We'll go back to Bremer. Big boos coming out from the crowd as Juve decide to pass it around the back. It's Bremer again. Coop Miners forward, but intercepted by Lavia. Will be a Chelsea throw. Sart across to Subaloy. Up to Josh Achampong. And now Esteval. Let's get it to the other side. I want to see Misha get on the ball. Ball forward from Esteval to Delap is a good one. He's got Josh with him. He needs some support here. Subaloy. Back to Asugo. Now Sar. Anselmino. To Misha Mudrik. First time ball. Huge crowd comes as he gets on the ball there, Misha, by the way. His Penders, it's gone all the way back to. Subaloy up to Josh, and he's going to get us going up the other side. Sugo through for Esteval in the middle. Good work. Plays it forward for Misha, who made the run, but he can't get there. He's very quick, but not that quick. I will say, if we do equalise in this last 5 minutes, or add, it should probably be about 8, I assume, because of the stoppage. But with the extra minutes, if we equalise it within that time, then it will go straight to penalties. We Lloyd Kelly to take this goal kick. He's taking it short, and it's going to be a long ball from the keeper now. Held up. Well, now spun away. Celik is waiting for it on the right-hand side. He's not going to get it. As Misha intercepts the ball forward. Celik will now take the throw, though. Di Gregorio clears the ball. Subaloy should get underneath this and does. Good jump from him. Sar across to Josh Achampong. Here's Dario. Now Penders. Calm on the ball as ever, and he launches the ball forward for Delap. It was a beauty of a pass if Delap would have reacted to it properly. He's then come in for the challenge and won the ball. We'll go out for a Juve throw. Good committed challenge there from Delap. A little bit of afters left on his man there, let's say. Just a little bit. He's one who I would imagine will not be in the squad long term, let's be honest. There's been suitors for him as well, surprisingly. Will be a Chelsea throw now on the left-hand side. Here's Sar. Some Chelsea chants going from the crowd now as well. Oh, brilliant ball forward from Aaron Anselmino to Delap. Up against Bremer. He tries to take him. He should have dropped it to Misha, if I'm being honest. Here's Lavia. Esteval. Looking for a ball forward. There's no options. He'll go back to Lavia. Here's a Sugo. Now Esteval touches it past his man. It's thrown off the ball. The referee says nothing, and Juve can break. Good challenge from Lavia, though, to get the ball back. And then Sar will hit the ball hopefully up the pitch, but not much intention behind who it was actually meant to go to. How much did we just sign Delap for? I want to say it was 32 million, something like that. 32, I believe, maybe 42. Something. It wasn't that we didn't pay that much for him because we got him from Ipswich, I believe. So I don't think it was too insane of a price, but certainly has not lived up to that price tag, regardless of what it is. Ball forward from Anselmino with a header. Lavia forward. It's going to be another throw for Juve. 35 million euros. Yes, that's about. I think that's about 32 million pounds. I think. I don't know the conversion off the top of my head. Tackle from Asugo. And Delap will be there to block the ball forward. Anselmino can't keep the ball from going out for a throw. It will be Juve's throw with Celik on the right hand side. Smashed long. It's a flag up for an offside. Sarr will take it to Asugo. It's Josh Achampong. Asugo again. Now Lavia. Big come on Chelsea chant is going throughout the stadium now, trying to motivate the team to go forward and get this penalty shootout. Here's Anselmino to Mudryk. Anselmino again up to Delap. Holds up the ball well. You know what? He's been pretty good, Delap, I can't lie. Ball in behind for Misha Mudryk. He's going to get it across, but straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. I'm going to tick off the stop showing replays thing because we're literally in the box and they were showing replays. Here's Esteval. Oh, brilliant work from him. Esteval. Oh, can't get the ball across. There's a block in there. Satpayev plays it into Lavia, but he can't get there. Instead, it's going to fall for Misha, who I think was offside. The linesman hasn't flagged it. Will be 4 minutes of additional time. Super light. Forward for Esteval. Cuts inside. He's looking for a shot here, Esteval. He doesn't get the opportunity, though. As Bremer throws him off the ball. Ball smashed long, but it's only going to go to a Chelsea defender. Here's Lavia. Here's Josh Achampong to Satpayev on the right hand side now. It's cleared for a Chelsea throw high up. Josh will take it quickly. I will say we do look like we actually want to go forward and get this equaliser. We're not sitting on our laurels. Here's the Sugo. Ball out to Misha. First chance for him to get on the ball and really do something. It's going to go back to Anselmino. Sarr to Lavia. Esteval. Sugo. Oh, couldn't get the ball forward to Satpayev. And there's a chance for a break here from Juve. Ball across, and it's blocked by Subaloy for a Juve corner, and their first one of the game. My plan here from the corner would be to put Misha Mudryk on the halfway line and clear it and smash it up to him as quickly as possible, because he's the only player on the pitch that'll be able to outspeed. Easy claim for Penders from the corner. Good work from him. Giant in goal. Here is Sarr. Esteval. I think Esteval is actually playing in the tent, by the way. I misspoke earlier. Here's Sarr again. Lavia. Up to Josh Achampong. Now Subaloy. Lavia again. Still time for Chelsea to get an equaliser here if we want to go forward. Sugo. To Anselmino. Now Mudryk. Into Esteval. The two Brazilian speakers combining well on that left-hand side, and it will be a throw for Chelsea. Ball into Sugo. Anselmino. Oh, good work from the Argentine. He's going to smash it across against his man for another throw. And the stream is stuttering now. Brilliant. Come on, man. An unexpected error has occurred. Please try again. Brilliant. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the end of the game not being able to be shown. If we've scored in this time whilst I'm trying to get this to work again, I'm gonna flip out. The CFC stream, CFC Plus stream has died. Brilliant. Hope that's not because I was behind and the stream has ended. Full time. Brilliant. Well, that was a fun way to end the game then, without actually seeing the end of the game. But there we are. Most boring game so far. Might be more to come because we do face Milan, who are another tough team to beat. In our next game, I believe that is on Saturday. Yep. So this Saturday at, hang on, let me find out when the time is. My Google thing has just gone all weird. It is a 1 PM kickoff, so I'll be live at 1:45 on Saturday, again, to watch that. And then the game after is obviously the day after at the exact same time, so we'll be back then. Thank you guys for hanging out as ever and keeping me company whilst we watched that most boring game. At least we got to see a few good things. We got to see Penders get some game time. We got to see Misha come on again, despite his lack of play time. It was good to see Misha on the pitch. Got to see Caicedo playing again. We got to see Nicole Jazuli in the midfield starting again, who was really, really good. Yeah, but thank you guys for hanging out. We will see you on